Welcome to the Squeaky Wheel Farm. Hi, I'm Christine. Well, we're coming to the end of another garden season. And to be honest, my family and I are a bit tired of squash. There's just been so much of it. Today, I'm going to show you how to prepare zucchini and squash for freezing so that you can have a break from it and enjoy it later on in the year. I've got here some zucchini, yellow crookneck squash, and some trombone or tromboncino squash. If you haven't grown the trombone squash before, you should try growing some next year. I just planted it near a trellis and helped it to climb up. And I didn't have any trouble with vine borer or mildew on the leaves. The plants were just so much healthier, and I believe it is because all of the airflow that it was able to get. An added bonus of the Tromboncino squash is that you have this long neck, which is perfect for cutting rounds, and the seeds are only in the bulb at the bottom of the squash. And guess what? It tastes the same and will pick up the flavor of whatever it's cooked with. Now, freezing vegetables is a great way to preserve their freshness and use them throughout the year. I process mine in a variety of ways. In addition to baking with it in zucchini bread and breakfast muffins, I also add it to spaghetti sauce, chilies, soups, and casseroles. It's nice to have it prepared in a variety of ways so that we don't get bored with it. Think about how your family enjoys squash and the ways you plan to use it so that you make the right choices in how you preserve it. To start, you'll want to wash the zucchini and the squash and then cut off the ends. Next, you'll want to slice them into the desired thickness, chop it into chunks, or grate it. You can also spiral it into zoodles. I prefer to blanch up the squash as it retains its color and texture better, and it gives me a nicer final product. I don't bother to blanch the grated squash as I find it isn't necessary. Now to blanch, just put the cubes, chunks, or strips into boiling water for 1 to 2 minutes and then immediately transfer them into an ice bath to stop the cooking process. Once they're chilled, pat them dry and lay them on a piece of wax paper on a baking sheet in a single layer. I spin mine off in a salad spinner, and if you have one, you could try that too. Then just place the baking sheet in the freezer until they're completely frozen. By freezing it in single layers, it won't stick together, and you can pull the needed amount easily from the freezer. I freeze my grated zucchini in 1-cup portions for easier use, as most of my recipes call for 1 or 2 cup increments. Finally, you're going to transfer the frozen zucchini and squash pieces into freezer bags and then press out all the air. You can use a straw to suck out the air if you want, but air in the bag will reduce the length of time it will store and could cause freezer burn, so you don't want any air in there. Your squash should store in the freezer for roughly 3 to 6 months. I'm also going to put some of this in my dehydrator for longer storage. Did you know you can grind up dehydrated zucchini and squash and use it to stretch your flour? Just substitute 1/3 of your flour in your recipe with your ground up zucchini squash flour. You really can't taste the difference. And it's a great way to use up that extra zucchini and squashes from your garden. It also helps you to sneak a bit more vegetables into your diet. And I find that I'm more likely to cook from scratch if some of the prep work is already done. and it's so easy to pull what you need from the freezer. It also helps on the grocery bill. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope this helps you preserve some of your garden harvest and gives you some ideas on how you can use it. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing. I hope to see you again soon.